Tansei, welcome to Pearl Moon Knits. My name is Cindy and I live in central Alberta, Canada. Today is July 2nd, 2026. Yesterday was Canada Day, so happy Canada Day, everyone. Um, the weather today is actually really nice. It's sunny, it's not too hot, there's a slight breeze. Lately, we've been getting a lot of rain, so it's a nice change up. So, I've been knitting and crocheting for about 12 years now. I started when I was pregnant with my first child, my son. I started crocheting then, and then after having my boy, I picked up knitting. I got my grandma's knitting stuff and I decided to give it a whirl. My first projects from crochet was a little crochet hat for the baby, for my baby, but too small for his head. I made it too small. And then my first knitting project was these little squares. All I did was knit because that's all I knew how to do, was making these little squares. And my plan was to sew them up in like a patchwork blanket. But I never finished it. I actually don't know why I never finished it. I don't know. But yeah. Now, I like doing both. I don't particularly have one that I favor more. Like I guess technically it would be knitting right now. I just have more knitting projects, more knitting I want to do, but I'm a big fan of crochet. Now, the just I found some of my old knitting projects from a while ago that I didn't show like yet. So this one, this beautiful knitted boxy, I guess would be the description of it. There's no real shaping. It's positive ease. Raglan has a turtleneck. This one is, if I remember correctly, turtle dove. I think it's turtle dove. I'll have to look it up. And the yarn is Studio Yarn. They discontinued. It's an acrylic yarn. It's really nice. I liked it. It was affordable, like a really good price and really good quality. Sadly, they discontinued it. This is a DK weight yarn too. So this is one of my first. Yeah, I think this is one of my first full adult size knitwear. I really liked the stitching here. We have a purl, a knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and then these four knits right here are knit in the back loop, so it really pops the stitches up, and it goes, he starts here, and then goes down my arm, and then obviously same with the other one. I used to wear this a lot. I don't wear it that much anymore, sadly. It's unraveling here, so I gotta fix it. One of these days. It's funny, I keep forgetting I need to fix it, so I'll put it on, and just before I leave the house, I notice it. I'm like, that's right. It's always disheartening. Maybe I'll leave it out so I'll remember to fix it. Yeah. Now I'll move on to my next one. My next one is crochet. Again, this one I did a long time ago. This cutie is one I did a while ago. It's acrylic yarn. I think it's most likely Red Heart, I want to say. It's yarn I got off my mom. Just something quick crochet I wanted to make. I wanted to cover. And at the time I was really into like half like crop tops. Not so much now, so it's not my go-to thing to grab anymore, but it's still nice. Right now, I wouldn't wear it just because it's still just a little too hot for it. I find it's fairly thick. But yeah, it's actually just some double crochets. Half the size. Well, no, I think the pattern was half this. It wasn't me altering it. If I remember, my arm was in the way. Sorry. Yeah, super cute. It didn't take me long to do. I can't remember the time frame, but it was super quick. That was what's one thing I really like about crochet is that it's a lot quicker than knitting, I find. Now this one is my first ever 100% wool knit. This is also the one that I learned I don't like wearing wool. Not 100% wool, and at least not this wool. Now, couldn't tell you the brand, but it is from Knit Picks. So, and another sad thing about this is the multiple holes I have everywhere. Here, here, here. Oh, here. Just everywhere. Here. Here. And probably some on my back. Another basic cardigan. It was a very basic pattern. I put on the colors to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit so it wouldn't be too boring. But no, it was a really nice, fun knit. I like the colors, except for this yellow. I kind of wish I picked a different color. Just not a fan of it, but not bad. I am going to be ripping it apart because, oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I didn't knit it long enough because I don't like that. I knit too short, but that's okay. I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to use the yarn probably for like a hat or maybe a scarf or something, but oh no, probably mitts actually. I think I'll make mitts out of this. Yeah, lovely colors. I don't know what I did. I'm either my kids got to it or I'm not storing it properly. Or I did not store it properly, I should say. My next one is a Cozy Up Knits pattern. It's one of their make-along, mystery make-alongs. Sadly, again, I cannot tell you the pattern, but it's one of the more recent ones, if I remember correctly. This is nice basic colors, black and gray. The yarn, again, I got from Knit Picks, but I couldn't tell you the brands. With mohair, nice gray mohair, and then nice black yarn. Oh, and here's another sad thing. Another hole. But this one looks a lot easier to fix. Like I can just do that. So I should put that to the side if I fix it. Such a fun pattern. Like, look at these. I don't know if you can see these. Yeah, oh yeah, you can. Look at the lovely little stitch in there in the mohair. It's like a star stitch or a flower stitch, something like that. And that mohair, wow, just makes it so nice. Or the fanning right here in this part. That was so cute and actually really fun. I think this was the first time I did that stitching was in this pattern. Yeah, and then I just, when I did wear it, I'd wear it like this, or I'll just like tuck in the ends, something like that, in the winter, or at least when it starts getting chilly. Not in the middle of winter. I have other scarves that I like to wear, but this one, it's not the one I grabbed the most, even though I love the colors and the stitching of it. I'm just not much of a scarf wearer, but I'm trying to be. Look at that. Yes. Oh, frick. Oh no, another one. I'm doing something. I'm not taking care of my stuff. Okay. I'm just gonna put on this to cover up my arms. It's a little chilly down here. Now, my next three projects I'm going to show you are what I'm currently working on. I have my mixed rib cami by Handmade by Florence. Super cute knit. It is originally done in finger and weight yarn. I went down to a crochet thread, 100% cotton, crochet thread. And it's coming out a little darker on the phone, but it's this lovely light blue. Besides going down in yarn size, I went down in needle size. I'm using a 2.2 or 2.25 milliliter needles. But going down in yarn size, going down in needle size, I went up a couple in sizing. I think I'm on size 5. I'll have to check again. I don't remember, but I did go up at least 2. And so far, I am loving it. It's super cute, and the stitching is super stretchy. I really like it. What I want to do when I'm done is the picot, there we go, picot edging. All around the front and back, around the arms, and when I get to the bottom, I am on my second ball, a second cone or whatever. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to buy a third one, but I don't think I'm gonna need a complete third one, which would be nice. Yeah, if I like it, and if it's not too thin. That's my biggest worry, is this is just one, you know what I mean? Almost see my face. If it's too see-through, I might not make another one. I might look for another tank top pattern. I have a couple on my Ravelry favorites, but if it's not too bad, I think I will make more in other colors. There's a lovely black, a nice light lilac purple, a deep rich red, a nice light green, and there was actually a decent amount of color selection of crochet thread at Michael's. So if this turns out wonderful, I'm gonna make a bunch of these in different colors. I mean, if it's too see-through, like if it's a little too much see-through for my liking, I still might make more and just use it as a layering piece, because that's one of the things I love about tank tops, is as a layering piece or to sleep in. So it might end up being like that with all the other colors. And I just really like the pattern. It's a nice mindless knit. It is what I go to when I can knit, but I can't fully pay attention to. I just want to show you the bag I got it. I got this bag from Dollarama, and it's such a lovely chocolate brown, and it's my go-to bag for knits. I want to go back to Dollarama and get the black and the beige, and maybe another chocolate brown. These are just really nice bags for knitting projects, and it's something I can take with me when I go places, when I don't need to carry a lot of like baby stuff. I have a 2-year-old, a almost 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a just turned 12-year-old, and it's a lot of kids. You gotta carry stuff around. So if I don't have to carry a lot of stuff, this is my go-to bag. Now, lovely pattern, by the way. The instructions are, I just love the way they're written. I understand them. I love the pattern itself. It looks gorgeous. The feel of it, just the vibes of the knitting. It's just so nice. Now, the next project bag. This one is actually a reusable bag from Sage. Really nice color. My next project that I'm working on is called Clear Creek Cardigan. It's written by Sarah Solomon. This is my cable one. I love cables. I think I would have to say they're my favorite thing to knit. It's cables. Yeah. This is the back piece. I am almost done. So this is the backing, and I'm moved on to the shoulder shaping. Upper back. This would be the sleeve part, and then upper back. And then I'm doing the shoulder shaping, and then I'll be done with the back piece. Yeah, there we go. This cabling, man, is so gorgeous. And then this is the middle. This is the middle piece. So the middle one It's a little different. It's like this part right here, but then instead of continuing into doing it again, it does a stretched out little separate cable ring twist, then back into the knot, then stretched out. Yeah, very lovely details. And on the sides, some seed stitch. For this, I am using Big Twist from Michaels. It's just 100% acrylic yarn. I actually really like this acrylic yarn. It's super soft. It has a little fuzz to it. That doesn't bother me. When I've used this brand of yarn for a couple of projects, and usually with my knitting, when I knit with acrylic, when I'm done sewing in my ends, knitting and all that, I throw it in the washer and I throw it in the dryer, and it does like stretch out. It's that worn look, I find, and then it kind of gets fuzzy. And if it gets too fuzzy, I actually use scissors and I sit there and I trim the fuzz. But I like that. That doesn't bother me. I find it therapeutic, I guess, and it just gives out that stretched, worn look that I really like, because I find the downside with knitting with acrylic is that you can't, at least like you can't really block it, and I don't want it to be cinched in. I want that stretched, worn look, and I find so far that washing and drying it, I really get that. Now, that's just the back. I'm almost done it. I will be going on to the front pieces, and I don't really know what's happening, if it's all separate pieces and I sew them together. I'm not really the one to pre-read a pattern. I just get right into it and figure it out, see what happens on the way. So we'll find out. Now, that one was Clear Creek Cardigan by Sarah Solomon. Gorgeous pattern. That is, I don't know if I knitted again, but I am really enjoying it. My last project, but not least, I think this is the one I've been working on the most this week so far, is called the Monarch Butterfly Cardigan by BIYABIMI. I'm sorry if, like, I'm not gonna pronounce it. If I'm not reading it right in that, I'm just gonna say the letters out. Clever lady. Like, wow. This pattern is so gorgeous. This is my second time making it. This one is actually a gift knit for my sister-in-law. And it's a surprise. She doesn't know I'm making it for her. This is what I have so far. Just love the way it's turning out, and I love the dark gray with it. It's just so subtle, and it's so cute. Can't wait till I'm finished. This is the front panel. I gotta do the back after, but look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. Now, I'm gonna roll this back up. I like to roll my crochet hook in with the project because I'm bad for losing my crochet hook. I'm putting that back in my bag. This one too I'm using. The black is Big Twist from Michaels. The gray is actually Bernat Premium from Walmart. Both acrylic. And the white is just some random acrylic white yarn I found in my stash. Ooh, actually, it's my first time using it. It's called Stitch Fiddle. It's what she has set up for her pattern. Oh, whoopsie. It's so clever. Like, it's just, I'm gonna try and show you without getting that. But yeah, it just keeps track of your rows. Way better than on paper, I find. I would have been super confused on paper. Totally fun. I think this is what I'm going to be working on for the next couple of weeks. Like, it's a gift knit, and I want to give it to her before fall, so I want to try and finish it, but we'll see. I don't want to rush it either. When I put too much pressure on myself to make knitted and crocheted projects, I tend to not want to do them, and the joy gets sucked out, and then there's no point. So I'm gonna take my time, but I'm also gonna try and focus on it. But yeah, those are all my whips today. These will be my whips for the next little while, and I'll try to keep updated. My plan is to do this once a week, but that kind of depends. This is like my 6th time recording this, with the combination of technical difficulties and children in life. Just a lot. It's kind of funny because when I first recorded this, I was using the back camera. So I had my camera, the screen facing the other way, and I couldn't see what I was looking like or what was happening, but I know it was at me and it was recording. When I finished, I went to check, so I grabbed my phone and looked, and the screen was off, and I was like, no. So I went and looked. It recorded 10 minutes of this, and then it stopped. I don't know why, but it stopped. And so I didn't know, and I chatted and explained everything and showed off my knitting for the next 20-25 minutes. I had a total of it was like a good 40 minutes of showing all my knits. So that was very discouraging. And just life, I guess. That's just life, but that's okay. I do want to go back to my rib cardi. I wanted to show this actually. This is where I stopped on my last video. And I wanted to see how much I could knit to my next video. So we got that. What I'm going to do is find another stitch marker and put it there, and then see how much I knit for the next video. It's just another way of keeping track. If you never knit with crochet thread and you want to, I recommend it. Like, this is, like, the yarn feels stiff, but when you knit it in that, it's actually not that bad. Not bad at all. Stretchy, not too bad. It's cotton. And it's thin. Little thin yarn, little floss. I love it. It's so cute. I want to find more projects that I can knit with it. I really like the feel of it. And I find cotton doesn't make me itchy. So I have a hard time ordering yarn online when it's when it's wool and that, just because I don't know what I find itchy until I put it on me. But yeah, that's all my knitting. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, or heck, tell me in the comments what you've been working on, what you've been wanting to work on. Man, I have so many knits that I just want to knit. I just want to cast on all the knits, but I can't. I'm trying to be somewhat monogamous knitter. I was doing good at first for the beginning of this year, but I do like a little bit of options. So I've given myself the limit of 3. I can't go past 3. So then I have my mindless knit, my cable knit, and then a nice crochet project. So hopefully I can get those done, and before I start another one. I'm doing good so far. I want to knit my husband a sweater, and I've got a couple saved on my Ravelry. I'm going to present them to him, and I know what he likes. Kind of more of a simplistic, not too much detailing, not too much colors. So oh, I am being called. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment about what you're working on, what you want to work on, what was your favorite project ever. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.